Welcome everybody. This will be the start to my hardcore series. Hopefully it goes well, lasts a long time. I am recording this from a Twitch stream right now, so head on over to Eyes Blanc on Twitch or YouTube Eyes Blanc if you want to catch it later. But I guess that'll be it. No seed, random, hardcore, changing anything. Don't have any game-changing mods either. Just a good bit of a few performance mods and I have a zoom mod. That's about it. I didn't want to go too over the top or ooh, cherry already. Didn't want to go too over the top with mods because I wanted to keep this as vanilla as possible. And also my resource pack, which I got, I don't remember exactly what it was called. But very nice. It's only for GUIs. I don't remember what it's called. I'll find out in between this and the next stream or video, wherever you're watching. I guess I'll let you know then, but yeah. It is slightly modified. I did compile a few resource packs, so I won't be, really releasing that much. I mean, I'm definitely not going to release it because I'd probably be against their rules, probably definitely be copyrighted, and honestly just kind of rude to re-release something somebody else made whenever I just compiled it. Like the hunger is not from this same GUI resource pack. I did slightly modify the GUI anyway. But I didn't make it, so I will find the original and let y'all know who made it. In the YouTube, it'll be linked in the description. I mean, on Twitch. Not really all that familiar with Twitch, but as far as I'm aware, that's not an option. So you'll either have to catch the next stream or check out the YouTube if you want the texture pack. I'll be more than happy to find that for you. I think it's quite pretty. Very nice. I don't really like changing the look of the blocks too much. I mean, more power to you if you want to. I'm not saying like, oh, you're cheating or something like that. But it's a little bit dumb. Especially just for a resource pack. But man, I'm loving this massive meadow biome, to be honest. Didn't even realize just how big it was. To be honest, this is one of my favorite biomes. The meadow and the old growth spruce and pine forest. Not gonna lie, I love those. This is looking like a very mountainous world so far. Ooh, spruce already. I'd have already known that was there. I don't know. But I definitely found it now. Hey. I'll check it out. Oh, and there's one already. Oh, that's another thing I forgot to mention. I'm running a zoom mod as well. I mean, who doesn't love a good zoom? Actually, you know what? I'll just check out my mods. I have mod list. Alright. Better block entities just for reducing chest lag, borderless full screen, ferrite core, lithium, logical zoom, mod menu, and sodium. It not too much, just a little bit of performance enhancing drugs. Minecraft. You know, because that's always nice. It's very nice. Oh, village right there. See the campfire already. Get a bit of quick loot. And check out this spruce biome. And I'll be taking this reasonably slow. I won't be doing any like super ultra mega builds, at least not right now. Maybe in the future, maybe in the future. But I'm gonna try to take this a lot slower than I usually do. I'm big into redstone and farm making. And to be honest, it kind of really slows down the game, or I mean, really speeds up the game and makes you kind of enjoy it a little bit less, in my opinion. That's just my opinion, but you know, really do think that, you know, making farms and stuff that are like, I'm not talking just like a small little sugarcane farm or something. I'm talking like I would build like these massive farms. Like it had it was pretty small for, I guess I wouldn't be able to call it a world eater, but I had a now I'm blanking on what they're called. Yeah, can't even remember what they're called. But a world eater, I guess. Or, oh, a tunnel borer, that's what it is. I don't know why I couldn't remember that. But yeah, I couldn't remember tunnel borer. Yeah, I would make like a tunnel borer to get like stone resources and ores and whatnot. And I'd also have like, you know, massive sugarcane and other farms. It even had a basalt farm at one point. Honestly, I don't think I ever died in that world. I guess I could do a little bit of a close. Forgot to crouch. Crafting table there. Almost didn't even last 10 minutes. But yeah, like I had a basalt farm and all of that. I'll be, you know, attempting to, you know, take it a lot slower because, like, I don't know, I wouldn't say I'm a speed runner because I don't really do speed runs, but like, I'm basically a speed runner at heart. I love, you know, going to the nether super quick and skipping half of the game's progression with like rushing the end and getting diamond armor that way. And I do that in hardcore sometimes. I haven't done a hardcore world in a while. Matter of fact, the last world I ever played was just, I mean, not counting my, I have a modded series going on YouTube right now. Counting that, the last world I played was just a regular survival, no hardcore. You know, I've been attempting to, you know, take things a little bit slower recently because, I don't know, a lot more calming that way. You're rushing around, you're not worried every corner you look around. There's gonna be a creeper and blow you up and all that. But, you know, you want, buddy? You in there? You want out? But, yeah. Definitely be taking this one slower. Focus more on building. 'Cause I love building, I'm not even gonna lie. I just tend to like rush the end and drag in and create these massive there's dirt in that tree. Okay, a little bit weird. Like a rush everything and I just my fun away from it. So definitely be taking it a lot slower. Okay. Okay. The blacksmith and it gave me a bunch of sticks. Serious? Sure. I mean, I still do stuff like this, farming iron from iron golems. You know, always fun to just take it slow. You just don't have to think about stuff as much. Ooh, wait, there's a blacksmith up there. I guess this isn't a blacksmith. Bit of iron armor up there, just noticed. About to build up there is not any bed, more sticks. Really sleep as well. Okay, oh yeah. SP is now got full armor. It's not all iron. Enough. Also, apparently that was not a blacksmith. No chest. Unless it got stuck underground or something. Village is all very weird. Things kind of like jumbled on this hill. Go right now. Okay. Let's check this out real quick. Just some blast furnaces. Tools. Grab these. Okay. Check out the top of this hill. There's some iron right there. Right. Hear any mobs? Emerald. The potato back. I thought I put it back. Knows? Failing at easy parkour. What am I doing? Okay, yeah. Really liking the look of this way. We'll head back to that. The double wide spruce. See if there's not somewhere cool to live over there. Okay. Can I... adjusted a little bit of my settings. Streaming, hopefully it's clear. Yeah. Well, this one's the pine, I think. That one's the spruce. Check out the pine. I kind of like the pine tree look a little bit more than the rest. I mean, they're a lot more bare, but the forests just feel a little bit more open. You can see a bunch more. Uh, right. Hope there's somewhere nice to live in here. Don't know why I did that. Okay, there's a lush cave under here. Nice to know if I ever need some moss. You didn't know, if you ever see these azalea trees, there's always a lush cave under them. And case in point, there it is. Okay, let's not fall down there though. Right. Find some place that has a lot of build potential. Ooh. Might go grab some of the quick. I have, yeah, I have cherry saplings. I'll grab some pale oak saplings. The way I have one of the more rare saplings. Don't have to bother hunting for them. Another lush cave. Crazy, those are usually pretty hard to find. Oh, I don't know why. But yeah. Let me get this tree to start decaying. Is that all of it? I don't know. Could be connected to another tree. Get some saplings going. I do like this wood, but it is a little bit weird and kind of hard to work with because it's, I mean, white, but it's kind of like a ish white. A little bit hard to work with. Can't really find much else to match with it. I mean, white, the terracotta matches pretty good because it's got like a slight pinky tint to it. But to be honest, not much really matches with pale oak. But using it just as like a contrast block is still pretty nice. It works very well as a hard contrast. Like if you were using, let's say, Like Blackstone. You could use pale oak as a hard contrast to go from white directly to black. That sometimes looks nice. That I'm looking at pale moss carpet. No, that could be placed on a wall. Neat. Gosh, look at that. Definitely check on that ridge. Looking like a good potential for that over there being a good build spot. Just waiting on a few more saplings. Please, hopefully, speed the process up. Time for this. To be honest, 6 is probably enough. Alright. This is enough. Check that ridge over there. Had a good look to it. Hopefully it pulls its weight. Gives me a nice place to settle down. Okay. Doesn't look like it's gonna be the spot. Really liking the look of this. Head to bed real quick. Maybe. Here we go. Okay. Exploring. Somewhere nice to settle down. Is not looking good. Ooh, hold up. This kind of is though. Natural lakes. Big old flat spot, a nice mountain here. Hold up. Might have potential. This might have potential. I don't want to build a massive town. Not really massive, but reasonably large town. Oh man. I don't know. It's looking like this is where I'm gonna want to be. Started to look like it had potential, but then I got a little bit iffy there. Yeah, I'm not too keen on this one. I will head back to spawn. There was two directions I could have went. One with spruce, one with pine. If I don't follow the other direction. Maybe it's got a better place for me to set up camp. I kind of want to do an airship. Like a steampunk almost. Maybe like a cyberpunk steam. Like a cyberpunk mixed with steampunk. I have like, you know, airships and then like full futuristic buildings and like a city. Then it like slowly tapers off to having like regular, just, you know, calmer cottage type houses towards the outskirts. I think that could look pretty neat. And then just as it goes out, have it like blend like a nice mix of cyberpunk, steampunk, and you know, just cozy cottage type stuff. Who knows? Who knows? I'm not really finding my ideal location yet either. Not like a, I don't know, a meadow in the middle of a spruce forest like this. I feel like that would look super cool. Like the meadow would be like an outcrop because they have to be on mountains. I don't know. I feel like that could be pretty cool. Been running for ages, so how long have I been? Like 30 minutes. Too bad. Alright. That that village, which means I was already this way. Means I'll either head towards the meadows or back into the pine, just, you know, further over. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, okay. But I'll definitely be getting into some redstone. Because I really love it. So, you know, if you ever wanted to learn redstone, you might want to stick with me on this series. I won't go on and say I'm the best redstoner there is, but I would have to say that I'm probably the best redstoner I know, personally. Because I love making redstone farms. It's, I don't know, redstone's just super cool to me. Might have to venture off somewhere entirely different though. I'm not getting the biomes I'm wanting. There's always infinite potential in Minecraft. So not finding what you're looking for, just, you know, want to walk. Or a boat ride. Or even a flight. whatever stage of the game you're at. But I feel like if you have an elytra, you're probably pretty settled down. Fuck there. Okay. Yeah. This is looking terrible. Okay. So just head this way. Follow the meadow. This meadow is probably one of, if not my favorite, biomes. I don't know what it is about them, but like the kind of palish, kind of got almost like a spruce looking grass, but it's not that pale yet. It's still got a little bit of the foresty brightness to it. I don't know. I just really like a meadow grass. Like, look at this grass. It's like that weird. Like, I don't know. Plains grass is kind of weird to me. It's kind of like a yellowy green almost. And this one's more of like a, what to say, like almost mint green, maybe. Oh my god. It's. How am I gonna get over there? Guess we'll have to climb. That looks like as good a place as any. I don't think I would have died there even if I hit that. Okay. See how this side looks. If this side isn't looking good either, I will head back over to that spruce village maybe. And just follow the spruce. It's a massive meadow, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I've ever seen a meadow this big. Oh, that's not a good sign. We don't like an ice biome. There's something wrong with them. They're just... Whoa. What do we have here? Hold the phone. That's looking sick over there. I'm gonna have to at least check it out. So I'm gonna take a little rest. Try to save myself. Don't want any mobs. Try to live as long as possible. And another thing, I'm not gonna be using totems. Like, if I do a raid naturally, wait the raid entirely on my own, and I end up getting one, sure, might use it. But I'm definitely not gonna make a raid farm and just farm like unlimited elytras, or I mean not elytras, unlimited totems. Because, well, I understand the point of it, because you make totems to, save yourself, just in case. Like, whenever you do it with, like, you make raid farms, you just get unlimited totems. Like, are you really playing hardcore Minecraft at that point? It's like, every time I see a hardcore Minecraft video or something, like, almost like as soon as they get totems, they do like massive totem farm, and they get like unlimited totems, and then they basically just like start dying every time they play the game. And it's like they're popping totems every single video, and it's like, how can you consider this hardcore at that point? Like, you're basically losing your world once a video, and it's like insane. But they just have access to unlimited totems because they make use of totem farms, which I entirely get it, because, part of the game, might as well use it to the fullest, right? Like, kind of like defeats the purpose. I definitely won't be... You get out of my way. I definitely won't be using totem farms, per se. Like, I'm not gonna say, like, I'll never use totems. Like, sure, if I fight a raid and I get totems from it, which, I mean, I'm almost guaranteed to get one. Yeah, I'll definitely use the totem from it, but, I'm not gonna make a totem farm. That will be 100% certain. I will never make a raid farm, and, well, see, that again, I might not say 100%. Might make a raid farm for the, like, extreme benefits you get from it, like redstone, glowstone, potions, you get emeralds, you get, like, if you spend the time to make like a super smelted one, you can get iron from it even. But I mean, at that point, it's nearly useless because you have the resources to build a totem farm. You have well over the resources to make even like a quick an iron farm from ENX04. His is literally day one. You don't need anything. Like something like that. Like iron farms. I probably won't make one for a while until I start getting into like beacons, because at that point it kind of gets more of like a necessity, because manually mining the iron for a beacon, it's, what was it, I think, stack in 36 blocks. Excuse me, taking a drink there. Like a stack in 36 blocks, I think, for a full beacon. And then if you want to have, like, one of every beacon, or even a beacon just like carry around to do work with, like farming or clearing out an area or something like that, like, it gets kind of insane using, oh, I forgot I was already up here. Well, might up into the ocean and go for a sail then. But like, it gets kind of insane just the amount of, and like, you don't have to use iron. Matter of fact, I don't even think you have to use, oh, shipwreck. We'll definitely head out to that. Potential for diamonds. But to be honest, I don't know if this shipwreck is even going to have, might have a captain's quarters. That actually might be the only thing it has. But yeah, like an iron farm almost becomes like a necessity if you're using beacons, because like it gets insane just the amount of iron you need. I think it's like a stack and 36 blocks to make a full beacon, and then you want, let's say 5, I think is every thing you can get on there. If you want 5, then it's kind of insane. It's already what, 5, 7.5 stacks, I think, something like that. Yeah, 7.5 plus, who knows, like 16 or something. Like it's blocks of iron that you need, and it's like almost impossible to farm that manually. Buried treasure map. Nothing. You're gonna die here, I think. Nope, I'm good. Also, this buried treasure map did not work. I don't know what that was. I guess I should have waited on it to load or something. Okay, let's see. We have big old plains biome. Looks like it's gonna merge into a meadow or mountain here. Right next to the coast. Make like a cool coastal village. Oh yeah, and that goes into a meadow. Love meadows. Actually, there's just a plains up there. Might actually just be a raised plains, whatever that be considered. I don't know, but I kind of want to. I want a old growth spruce biome, at least near me, enough that I could build in it, or farm podzol, or even mossy cobble. I mean, now that mossy cobble is craftable, which I mean, I think it's been craftable for a while, to be honest. You used to be able to craft it with vines, and I think they just changed it to use moss instead, or something like that. I'm not 100% sure on that. Oh, I haven't seen one of those in years. An abandoned village? It's got a blacksmith. I've already got cherry. Definitely hit up the blacksmith. Probably won't do anything with the rest of it. Ooh, 2 diamonds and a free pickaxe. Iron boots as well. Food. Very neat. I haven't seen one of these in ages. Okay. We'll hit up this ruined portal. See what's in there. The forest biome over there. Probably just keep running this way. Maybe I do a... Well, I don't have the tools for that. I need extra obsidian. I don't have. I mean, there's one, but mending's pretty neat, but it's on gold. Re-ironing it. Deep. Okay. I could make a diamond sword right now. Or maybe save it for the village over here. Check if it has a blacksmith real quick. I could make a diamond sword or save it for enchants. I don't know. I don't know which one I'll do first. I'll just save it till I decide. Oh, I should have took one of them battles. I could have got a horse. I'm pretty sure horses can swim now. Unless it's in one of the newer updates and like not go into those. At least for a while. And yeah, there's no blacksmith. I'm going this way. Okay. Very nice indeed. I'm gonna attempt to run into some more spruce, but I mean, oh, that's another thing. Chunk base. Really won't be using that for this. Now, I will draw a line at if start trying to find something like a biome. Like for me, I really love calcite, the block. I think it is one of the best stone varieties there is. The only issue with calcite is it's non-renewable, and the only two places, or well, I guess 3 places you can get it are Stony Cliffs, Stony Shores, and Amethyst Geodes, all of which are extremely hard to find. Now, Amethyst Geodes, I would probably say, are easier to find than the other two. Because Amethyst Geodes, at least from what I remember, you can just swim over the ocean and see them sticking out of the bottom of the ocean. But with Stony Shores and Stony Cliffs, they are extremely rare biomes. And they're just really hard to find, and to be honest, I am not gonna spend... Sorry, I'm yawning there. And I'm not gonna spend like 4 days looking for a Stony Cliff or Stony Shore. And farming amethyst like that, like farming amethyst for calcite, is very inefficient. I mean, you only get like what, maybe 2-3 stacks at the most, which I will probably go through 2-3 stacks in a build because I love calcite. You can mix it with diorite. I'm not really the biggest fan of diorite. It's a little bit too choppy for me, I guess is what I would say, or consider it. But calcite's a lot more smooth. I think it fits pretty nice with rough quartz, like rough nether quartz, and well, not rough, but like the not smooth variety. I think it fits very nice with that. And then like if you want to do like a little bit of a crumbling effect, you can add some diorite to the base and it'll kind of make it look like it was crumbling, kind of cracking under like immense pressure if it's like a massive build or something like that. And I think that's pretty neat, to be honest. So yeah, that'll probably be one of, if not my only exceptions using chunk base, is finding stony shores, stony peaks to get calcite, because that's basically a block I cannot live without. I love me some calcite. Very good for texturing any type of white build. And to be honest, Mojang, or not Mojang, Microsoft, I guess at this point, ouch, needs to find a way to make calcite renewable. Because it only has a use as a building material. I mean, it doesn't have any crafting recipes, it doesn't have any stone types. It's like the only non-renewable building material. I mean, like, what else is non-renewable? I mean, hell, even basalt. You can renew basalt. You can renew... I mean, technically you can renew obsidian through the stone platform, or end platform, and in pillars. Like, obsidian is technically an infinite resource. And since lava is farmable, it's definitely an infinite resource. I mean, and then you got what? I mean, netherrack isn't, but netherrack is like the only block in the nether. So, like, if you struggle to find netherrack, you're doing something wrong. And then, like, what other blocks are pretty hard to renew? Clay is hard to renew, but is fully renewable. And with clay means terracotta. So all your clays, terracottas, stuff like that is technically renewable, even though it's pretty hard to do so. You have to make massive farms to just run the... Like, you have to create mud. Then you... Like, you create mud with water bottles and dirt. And then you push it around a big dripstone area. And eventually it'll dry the mud out into clay. And then, you know, with clay comes terracotta. So those are technically renewable resources. It's just kind of insane that a stone variety is non-renewable. Like, not even just renewable. Like, at least make a mason villager. Sell it. Like, that would be pretty cool. Like, masons refuse to sell calcite as a stone type, whatever reason. But like, if they don't want to make it renewable in the world, they could at least make it renewable through trading. But I don't know. Especially for being as like versatile of a block as it is. Like, calcite is very versatile. It's a bright white, and then it's got the gray streaks in it. So like, you can fit it in as like a contrast block with like a light gray build. If you want a little bit of white in there. Or you can just use it as like a... texturing or I forget what it's considered in Minecraft, but a shading block in like a white wall build. I don't know. I feel like it's just very versatile as a block. I don't know why it's non-renewable. It's actually pretty insane. Well, I guess it's bedtime until the monsters go away. Okay. I don't know why I got out there. That was a little bit funky. Okay, looks like we've got more of a meadow style with full of raised flat cliffs here. Be a pretty cool place to build, but still really want a old growth spruce. That would definitely be pretty cool, But not finding any does kind of suck. I mean, there was the one at spawn, but I don't know, I wasn't 100% sold on it. Okay, here we go. Bruce. That's good. No double wide. Oh, there we go. That's double wides up there. And these look like they're near a mountain. This might be prime building. Look, oh my god. This is looking like it's gonna be it. Massive spruce towering trees. They're all going up to the sky because it's on a mountain. Oh my god, yes. Perfect. Oh my gosh, is that a bit of a meadow right there? No. I was about to say, having a meadow inside it. Ooh. A little bit neat. This little pool they have here. Cool. Lake. Or pond even. Probably what I was going for and somehow landed on pool. But it is what it is. Yeah, I'll come up here, check this out real quick. So this is probably gonna end up... Ooh. And there's a massive pale forest biome over there. But this is looking like it's gonna be pretty neat. Neat indeed. And pretty massive, even if I don't like this area. I can go check out the rest of this. How are we feeling about this little mountain area here? How high am I? Can I build pretty good here? Only 100. I got to what? 320, I think, limit now or something like that. Okay. Yeah, I'm not really 100% feeling this one. I've got a massive forest, it looks like. It looks like I have a ton of potential everywhere. I can run around this spruce forest until I find exactly what I'm looking for. Like I had a seed in a world that I created not too long ago that had like the perfect spot. It was like super pretty. But I'm not gonna be seed hopping here. I wanted to just make a world and find stuff. Didn't want to know where anything was. Wanted it to be a journey. So I started it with no seed, random. Hopes that I find a very nice place to settle down. Also some moss down there. A lush cave. So it seems like we're transitioning more into a regular spruce forest over here instead of a old growth. No. Not really what I wanted. Oh. All black dog. Okay. Ooh, big hole there. Check out this way. If not, we keep moving. To be honest, this place has some pretty good potential. I feel like I can make this work. Especially this over here. It'll just take a good bit of terrain work. Honestly. I don't know. Definitely got potential. Definitely explore the rest of this old growth spruce forest. How far out am I? 4,000 blocks. Doesn't really look like we're getting into any more mountains over here though. That place over there was pretty neat, we'll say. If I can get a nice mountain with a meadow outcrop, that would be pretty cool, pretty cool. Okay. Go back. Guess that will be it. It'll definitely be the place I build then. Really 100% what I wanted, but can be modified. I'll definitely take note of that ruined portal that was over there. If I ever need any obsidian or gold. Okay. This doesn't look too bad because it's got a couple level looking places. Like up there, that looks like it will have like at least, you know, like I'll definitely have to flatten it out. Room enough for at least one build or something like that. Definitely looks like there's going to be some potential there. But I'm also really, drawn to this lake. I have like a little lakefront town. If I need more space, I can have like a massive bridge going over to this mountain. Fill in the rest of like over there with some builds. Yeah, this is looking pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. Definitely good enough. 100% what I was looking for. But we make do, we make do. I mean, it's Minecraft. To turn it into the place I was looking for. Oh yeah, look at this. I think this is definitely good enough. But yeah. We could do a little tiny little fishing hut up in there. Do some terrain work. Then I'll have like that meadow up there. I can make a massive bridge spanning this space. Oh yeah. I think this will work just fine. I've got all this space right here. Like before the bridge. Like where am I gonna want the bridge? Probably over here, to be honest. Yeah, this looks like it'll land right there. Be just perfect. Actually kind of mark this maybe. Like prime bridge spot. Prime bridge. Like that'll reach like literally to right there, I think is literally alongside of that tree or something. Like there's a good flat space right here. Okay, yeah. Start clearing this area out. Trees. At least small trees. I'll leave all, if not. Oh, I might cut down a few, depending on if they're in the way or not. But I'll leave a good few of the too wide spruces still standing. But yeah, this is looking like it's gonna have great potential for future-proofing an area for building. Like I have all of this space here. This entire mountain and the lake down below. Plus I have another mountain on the opposite side of this like big ravine here. Or I guess canyon, not ravine. I've got another mountain on the other side of the canyon here that's in like perfectly in line. But I could build a massive bridge over to there. And it's got a nice meadow up there. It's all reasonably flat up there. I could build like massive towering city something over there. Oh yeah. But like this tree here, that's a funky looking 2-wide spruce. It's going. Definitely try to be keeping these streams right at 2 hours, because we'll be uploading them entirely unedited on YouTube, and I don't know, I just don't want to sit there for hours watching this video upload. I technically don't have to watch it. I like to make sure nothing's going wrong. Even though there's probably nothing I could even do, it does start to go wrong. Figure that out. Leaves start to decay. That'll be pretty good. Okay. Need to do some mining to get a better source of iron. Because I'm already almost running out of an axe. I do have 2 ingots left over. One thing that I'm definitely going to be doing in this world is, or at least attempting, for custom trees. I've never made custom trees before. I've always thought that they were like the coolest thing you could ever do. I don't know why, but I just really love custom trees. So yeah, I'll definitely be learning how to do that. Because custom trees, I think, are super cool. Like spending ages, the tiniest little detail there. That's smelting. Guess I'll make a chest real quick. Shouldn't be wasting. I don't have a sword yet. I've got them 2 diamonds, but I'll wait. And I think this tree is gonna go as well. Right in the way of where I want to do a little starter base. Too close to the bridge. But it's not going to be too big of a build either. Yeah. We'll definitely be going. Pop a nice little cottage right here. Should look be cool. Okay, how tall is this tree? I think it was that big whenever I was on the ground. Okay, how tall is this thing? Jeez. Yeah, here's like a... bird's eye view of the little area I'm gonna have to build. I've got this area. I'll have room for another little something right there. Even down in here, I could have like I don't remember what they're called. Those like rice farms that are, they look like stairs going up the side of a mountain. Then I could have like buildings lining this whole entire lake. If it'd be like a, ooh, that could be super cool. I'd have this be like a logging town. Have like a massive mill or something built like over there. And then inside it, maybe make a wood farm. Ooh, that could look cool. But yeah, and then I'll have this area over here. I can build like a massive, like a city or something over there. And I'll have my bridge going across here. I could put like a boat or a few boats. Because that canal down there is pretty small, so it couldn't be. I mean, I could do them like modern. They're not really tugboats. They're like the ram boats that they use for logging. I think those look pretty cool. Could do a couple of those. Might have to widen that canal though, because maybe not. I don't know how close it gets. But yeah, and there's a village over there, so I could get some villagers pretty easily for a little trading hall. To be honest, since this is hardcore, might be how I get my gear. And I've got a good source of sticks. I wanted to do like Fletcher stick trades. Get to diamond tools. Like I'm never gonna use all of this spruce wood that I'm getting from just clearing this place. And I'll definitely use a lot of it. But I don't think I'll use half of this. I might do a little villager trade hall. Could look pretty neat. Side of like a build like a rustic Viking looking church. Or I think it's is it the Vikings that have that cool looking church? So why did I do this? I don't even remember doing that. Also, this guy is going as well because the leaves are touching the floor. I don't really like that. Pretty sure it's Vikings that have that. Like a big A-frame church almost. Could build one of those. Have a trade hall put inside of it. And also I might try to perfect. I was designing a passive iron farm that worked off of trade farm. And it would use gossip mechanics. But in the world I was building it in, I was designing it in survival, which was, you know, probably not the smartest choice, to be honest. Probably should have designed it in creative first. I was designing it in survival, and I forgot about some of the blocks that a golem could spawn in. And the golems would be spawning like half in the ceiling. And then because it was like a slab, it would be getting stuck in the ceiling and they would refuse to move. They're a bat. I'm gonna trim this tree and attempt to keep the small one there. I don't really want to break any of its leaves. It appears I already have. Okay. If I just do that, I'll never notice it. Okay, here we go. All right. Back here. And apparently I can't hit there. Get out of my sandwich. Okay. I'll use a little area here. Make a nice, cozy little cottage. Nothing too big, not something extravagant. Might build this over slightly just to give myself a little bit more of a square space to build with. Maybe it could work. Have it be more of an L shape. Who knows? Who knows? I'll stick to right here. It'll give me what, like a 7-8 block wide house to work with. This. Okay, to the ground where I'm going to build. Always bone meal it later. Actually, I don't know if you can bone meal podzol. Get some grass and whatnot. Okay. Wait, if this was moved, I have a lot more. Start here. Be a little bit closer. Right here. Keep it more. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. A good odd building. I might add a little expansion that goes like here. like towers up slightly. Okay. Work. To do a bit of farming. Go get some. First of all, let me take my cord down in case I get lost. But I'll run off in a direction that I'm not gonna build. Probably this way. Gather some mossy cobble. Mossy cobble is always got a little bit more of a color to your stone builds. You transition into like a natural color, and you can have like plants growing on the sides and they won't look out of place. Give your builds a little bit of purpose. Also, pretty cool. Bunch of clay, axolotls, 3 moss. Means infinite mossy cobble. I think they changed it from using vines to using moss to make this stuff. Like back in the OG days, we'd use vines to make mossy cobble. But I think they changed it. More recent updates. Probably the same one that they added craftable saddles and then adjusted the lead to not use. Oh, I forgot to bring up farming excursions. Gonna have to be cut short. But yeah. Probably the same episode update that they changed a lot of them hard to get crafting recipes. Like leads and, well, I mean, I say leads. Leads are very easy to get. I mean, even when they costed a slime ball, slime was okay. Mobs are heading home. Got almost 2 stacks of cobble. Plenty. See if I can't get to 2 stacks. Yep. Be on the rush to get home so I don't have to deal with mobs. I just have a crafting table, furnace, and a bed right now. Okay, it's terrible. And there's a creeper right there, so I can't even go to bed. Oh boy, it's gonna be terrible. How do you reach me from there? Come on, shoot one of the zombies. Give me a break. Kill this creeper. Will you go after him? And why are you allowed to hit me 2 times that fast? Okay. Here we go. You... I should be clear of game ending. Right. It went better. Probably could have went worse. And there goes my axe. Hopefully. Start burning, please. Hey. I don't have any more iron. Deal with it. Okay, I can make do with this. Kinda want some regular cobblestone as well. Run down here, see about getting... I'll make an iron sword with the 2 ingots that I do have. To have... kind of weapon, just in case. Go ahead to this village, get a bit of iron from the golem. Maybe even blacksmith, who knows? How is there still a skeleton? Still of the day. You're not looking like there's a blacksmith. I'll have to rely on golem. Wherever it happens to be. Is... Okay. Yeah, no. Blacksmith. 4. I guess here's as good a place as any to find a bit of cobblestone. I think I'll do... maybe just a stack and a half. Maybe just until this pickaxe breaks, whichever one comes first. Excuse me. If I even make it to a stack, oh boy. Pickaxe was really low. I'll just break this pickaxe. Good amount of villagers. It's a pretty big village. Good. Yeah, I've got the iron for make an axe, maybe even a shovel. I shouldn't really need a shovel all that much. Might make one. Maybe not. Okay. Okay. Axe made a little bit more. Hey. Let's start on this. Okay. Should be good. I'll probably be relying mostly on Mossy though. Alright. How are we gonna do these corners? Doesn't look too bad. Might add a wall in there. Won't make too many of these though. Those connected to the wall. Doesn't look too bad. Biggest fan of this gap here, but work with it. I can work with it. Okay. I'm not the biggest fan of this rock. Okay. See, this one I'm gonna have to do a little bit differently. because this is going to be a corner here. Matter of fact, I'm going to remove that entirely. Corner is going to land here. I don't do anything for the, at least nothing too fancy. Okay, yeah. So doing that. I managed that. Okay. All right, all right. Hmm. To do, who knows? Okay, I guess I'll use Hill Oak as the building blocks here. What would happen if I think that's one. We'll do that. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, give it a little bit of texture with the stairs. Make it feel a little bit sunk in. I'm liking it. I think this is going to be more of like a foundation. Alright, alright, alright. And nice. Oh, right, I forgot about this. Okay. So these are both gonna have to be adjusted. Make that fit. Well, to be honest, actually, I might leave that like that. Hmm. Hey. Yeah. Looking like something at least. Looking like something. Probably do Bruce base here. Okay. This is gonna get to keep everything looking uniform. I mean, that right there just immediately removed the point of having that as a spruce, but yeah, yeah. Okay. And have this connect here. It'll spread out one more down there. Okay. Should I do fully connected at the base? Potential, has potential. There here needs to be cobblestone. Yeah, that definitely breaks it up a little bit. Right. Wonder if this is enough. And finish. Nope. make some more mossy cobble. Slabs here. Mossy. Maybe change you to being normal. Right, yeah, that's looking nice. A pattern to it, so it looks pretty good. Right, I need to figure out how I'm gonna do this here. That'll set me off. Might add another base, single block out. Maybe do something like this. The biggest fan of that hole right there, but could work. Has potential, has potential. Also, this chest and stuff needs moved. Put it here where I think the door is gonna go. Okay. I missed again. Calm down, brother. Doing. Right. Move this on over. No point in doing that. 4. Alright. Just going. This will have to be bare block. I don't know. It's looking a little weird. Huh. I have to do something different here. Still ending it there, or even a whole block further. The only issue though is that Then I could end with blocks. Hmm. Corner's kind of throwing me for a loop. How I want to do this. Actually, I could do. Hold up. Let me put these back. Let me just put. Okay, yeah. That works. For there at least. Oh, what I'm gonna do here. I guess I just leave it like that. Okay, get up on this rock. What am I doing? A little pale oak outline. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. I just bring the slabs around there. Maybe add a little. Nope. A little bit of that action. Okay, hold up. Give the corners just a little bit of funk they needed. Okay. Kind of liking that. Okay. Good. Time to do it on this side. Remember how any of this went already. Okay. Definitely gonna have to take a little reference peek. Oh, right. That's how it went. Okay. You can go here. And there. Oh, that. Left that like that, right? Yes. They did. You don't go there. That goes there. Okay. Yeah. Good. Good. Do some of that. Add a little bit of the to it. Wish those two didn't connect. Pretty sure that's exactly what I got going on over here. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I do say so myself. I don't know what I'm gonna put over here, but definitely add something. Okay, very nice. I'll add like some see-through stairs right here out of something. You do see-through stairs. Like I would say half slabs. You can't really do half slabs that way. Maybe trap doors, but who knows? Who knows? I'll just stick with good old pretty wide. Might add a little bit of a railing. Okay. I think that looks too bad. Take a little nap. Thing is definitely gonna get moved. Okay. I think that looks too bad. Push this forward one. Feeling like, yeah, I think that looks better. Hey, yeah, I think that looks enough. Might even maybe move this one back. Add a little half slab support. Hmm. Hmm. Maybe a little bit of a inside out stair support. Hmm. is it? Okay. This is turning into like a block. Okay, well, I guess I'm doing half slab. The rest of it refuses to work. I could put like a torch. Like, oh. Put into there. All right. Well, I think that's going to be it for today. The foundation set up for my little base up here. And next time we will finish this. Maybe go on a little mining trip. Or maybe set up a little trade farm. Get some diamond gear coming in. Who knows? See. We'll see. Oh, see you.